All right, here we are. You can see we got a very large wind here. I'm a little hesitant about this shot, but I'm thinking, something along the lines of maybe this, more or less. With the large wind, I'm worried about going full power here. So, here's my initial alignment. I'm going to try to hit this hill here. And I'm thinking 5 rings plus a couple more somewhere in here. And I am going to just kind of gradually come in off this because I'm a little worried about, when you get that very large wind, where it bounces. So you can see it's bouncing very high, and the second bounce is a bit long. You're going to have to just kind of play around with that. It looks like my initial bounce was maybe still just a little bit long. I might have wanted to get it just a little bit more right than that as well. As you can see, it's very much deflecting towards the left. So if you get it to land, the very first bounce and the second bounce are kind of the two hardest to control. But you'll see that, that ball is going to land. Let's say, hypothetically, I have a 9 wind or 9.5. It's kind of on the low end of the scale. I can maybe go full power there. So you're just going to have to kind of scale it based on what you see. So let's see where I am. Nice little bunker shot here. Malibu. There's going to be a chance that you're going to be in this rough over here. You're really just going to have to know how to play from a variety of different spots. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 5-ish per ring. We're going to try to just gently roll it up onto the green here and let this just kind of run down towards the hole. So at 5 per ring, 2-ish rings, maybe just a touch more than 2. So you can see with what that visually looks like. Perfect ball. Just too much. I went just a hair more than 2 rings. If I would have just kept it right on 2, it's probably nothing but cup there. So it is going to be a good opportunity for you, no matter whether you're in the bunker, the rough. But ideally, you want to get those first 2 hops figured out. So you want, maybe just a little bit shorter and maybe just a little bit more to the right. You can try to reference in what I did a little bit. But you're going to have to do that with caution as well, because there's going to be slight wind variations. And especially with that hole, it's going to overhook on 11 winds, and it's going to kind of underhook on 9 winds because it's not going to be in the air as long. So you really got to play that, wind specific, and hopefully you get that good break. But you can see, that power, you could try to replicate that with a berserker as well, with like almost no power. Similarly, if you get that wind up there very large, you might be able to go Titan ball. But that's one of those that you really need that very large wind to make sure that you have enough carry there. And you'll just have to kind of tweak those spin adjustments. But more importantly is going to be where you land bounce 1. If it lands kind of a little bit less on the upslope, my spin maybe works. So I really hit that upslope pretty hard there and high. And you can see that it just kind of launched. Even more than I was kind of hoping that it would. I wanted to hit it just a little bit lower on the hill, and then it comes in a little bit lower and hopefully just catches that fairway on the second bounce and then hops over towards the green. So hopefully you guys can get that with just some slight modifications to my initial shot there. Good luck, and I'll see you on 2.